Aloha, and welcome back to the Hawaii Travel Made Easy podcast. I'm Marcie, your go-to Hawaii travel expert, and today's episode is a real treat. Literally, we're diving into one of my favorite parts of visiting Hawaii, the food. Now, Hawaiian food isn't just tasty, it's a full-on flavor adventure. It's where fresh island ingredients meet cultural influences from all over the world. Hawaiian, Japanese, Filipino, Portuguese, Chinese, you name it. And whether you're exploring Oahu, Maui, Kauai, or the Big Island, the food scene is bursting with must-try bites and sips. So, in this episode, I'm sharing my ultimate Hawaii food bucket list. 17 iconic dishes and drinks you've absolutely got to try while you're here. From plate lunches to shave ice to local coffee and cocktails, I'm covering all the foodie favorites that'll level up your trip. If you're the type of traveler who plans your itinerary around where you're eating next, same here. You'll definitely want to take notes or save this one for later. All right, ready to eat your way through Hawaii? Let's get into it. All right, let's kick off this food bucket list with the real MVP of Hawaiian cuisine, poke. If you've been to Hawaii before, you already know this dish is everywhere, and for good reason. Poke, which is pronounced poke, not pokey, not poke, is basically cubed raw fish, usually ahi tuna, that's marinated in a super flavorful sauces like soy sauce, sesame oil, and Hawaiian sea salt. It's fresh, savory, and totally addictive. You'll see it everywhere, from grocery store deli counters to farmers markets to fancy restaurants. Some of my favorite spots? Ono Seafood on Oahu is legendary. People line up for a reason. Tamura's on Oahu and Maui is actually a liquor store with an amazing poke counter inside. So good. And Suisan Fish Market on the Big Island is a longtime local favorite with tons of variety. If it's your first time trying poke, go for something like spicy ahi or shoyu ahi. They're super popular and a great starting point. And if you're more adventurous, try taco poke. That's octopus. Or limu poke, which features a native Hawaiian seaweed and has a more traditional flavor profile. What I like is how poke bowls are totally customizable. You can add rice, avocado, furikake, which is like a sesame seaweed seasoning, or even crispy onions and garlic chips. It's like the Hawaiian version of a build-your-own sushi. So fun and so good. My pro tip is always go where the locals go and look for places with a high turnover. You want that fish to be super fresh. If it looks dried out or has been sitting out too long, skip it. Fresh poke is silky, flavorful, and honestly one of the best things you'll eat in Hawaii. All right, let's move on to one of the most iconic and totally satisfying Hawaiian comfort foods out there, Loco Moco. If you've never heard of it, picture this. A scoop or two of white rice topped with a juicy hamburger patty, smothered in rich brown gravy and crowned with a perfectly fried egg. When that runny yolk mixes into the warm gravy and rice, chef's kiss. It's cozy, filling, and basically Hawaii's version of a big hug on a plate. This dish was actually invented on the Big Island, so if you're there, make a stop at Cafe 100 in Hilo. They've been serving up Loco Moco for decades. On Oahu, Rainbow Drive-In is a local favorite, and over on Maui, Da Kitchen is known for their massive, flavorful portions. While it might sound like a heavy breakfast, and it totally can be, locals eat Loco Moco any time of day, breakfast, lunch, or even a late-night bite after a day of beach hopping or hiking. It's one of those dishes that just hits the spot no matter when you order it. And here's the fun part. There are so many variations. Some spots switch up the patty with teriyaki chicken, Kalua pork, or even garlic shrimp. I've even seen versions made with fried rice or topped with crispy onions for extra crunch. Want to get fancy? A few upscale places offer gourmet Loco Moco, like Wagyu beef and truffle gravy. Yes, please. My pro tip is if you're a sauce lover like me, ask for extra gravy, because there's no such thing as too much when it comes to this dish. And if you see a Loco Moco with Spam or fried rice on the menu, go for it. You're in Hawaii. Live a little. All right, we got to talk about one of the all-stars of Hawaiian cuisine, Kalua pork. You really can't come to Hawaii and not try it. This is a smoky, tender, shredded pork that shows up at just about every luau. And once you've had a bite, you'll know why. Traditionally, it's cooked in an imu, which is an underground oven lined with hot stones and covered in banana leaves. That slow cooking process infuses the pork with this amazing, smoky, earthy flavor that's unlike anything else. You'll often see Kalua pork as part of a Hawaiian plate lunch, paired with white rice and mac salad, or served buffet style at Luau's. If you're on Oahu, definitely check out Helena's Hawaiian Food or grab a plate at Mike's Huli Chicken food truck, where they sometimes serve it with their signature huli huli sauce, which is sweet, tangy, and absolutely mouth-watering. On Maui, you'll find delicious versions at roadside huli huli chicken stands. And if you're on the Big Island, Ka'aloa Super J's is a hidden gem. Their Kalua pork with freshly made poi is as traditional as it gets, and locals love it. If you're staying in a condo or vacation rental, you can also grab pre-cooked Kalua pork at places like Foodland or Times Supermarket. Super handy for building your own Hawaiian plate lunch at home. And keep an eye out for creative takes, like Kalua pork tacos or sandwiches topped with slaw. And they're popping up on a lot of menus and are so good. My pro tip is order a full Hawaiian plate lunch with Kalua pork, poi, and mac salad for the full local experience. And if you're at a luau, head to the buffet line early. Kalua pork is always the first thing to go. Now, if you want to take things a step further into traditional Hawaiian food culture, let's talk about Laulau. This dish is one of those super comforting, no-frills Hawaiian classics that's all about flavor and tradition. Laulau is made by wrapping pork, chicken, or fish in layers of taro leaves and steaming it for hours until everything is melt in your mouth tender. The taro leaves get this rich, almost buttery texture, kind of like cooked spinach, but even more flavorful. And the meat inside just soaks up all that earthy goodness. Traditionally, laulau was cooked in an imu right alongside the Kalua pig, but today, most places steam it. Still, that flavor, so good. It's usually served as part of a plate lunch with sides like poi, lomi salmon, and rice. If you're on Oahu, swing by Young's Fish Market. It's a local go-to for laulau, and they've got both pork and chicken versions. Over on the Big Island, once again, Super J's makes a killer laulau. And on Maui, check out Poi by the Pound for an authentic laulau plate that'll have you licking your fingers. My pro tip is if you're unsure about the taro leaves, don't let them scare you off. Think of them like slow braised greens. And if you're feeling bold, add a splash of chili pepper water on top. It brings out all the flavors with a spicy little kick. Hawaii's culinary scene is a melting pot of flavors, blending traditional island ingredients with influences from all around the world. Let's dive into some local and fusion favorites that showcase this delicious diversity. Spam is a big deal in Hawaii, and spam musubi is a snack you can't miss. Picture this, a slice of grilled spam perched atop a block of rice, all wrapped together with a strip of nori, which is seaweed. It's like sushi's laid-back cousin. You'll find it everywhere, from convenience stores to food trucks. 7-Eleven Hawaii is surprisingly renowned for their take, but for a wider variety, Musubi Cafe Iasume on Oahu offers creative twists on this local favorite. Whether you're heading to the beach or need a quick bite between adventures, spam musubi is a perfect grab-and-go snack. When hunger strikes, nothing satisfies quite like a hearty plate lunch. This quintessential Hawaiian meal typically includes 2 scoops of rice, a scoop of creamy macaroni salad, and a protein of your choice. Think teriyaki chicken, beef, kalbi ribs, or mahi-mahi. It's a filling, flavorful feast that won't break the bank. You can find plate lunches at numerous spots around the islands, from small mom-and-pop shops to food trucks. Eleno Hawaiian Barbecue serves up these classics statewide, while Rainbow Drive-In on Oahu and Mark's Place on Kauai are beloved for their unique local flavors. For the indecisive eater, a mixed plate offers multiple proteins on one plate, because why choose just one? Follow the enticing aroma of smoky grilled meat and you'll likely find yourself at a huli huli chicken stand. Marinated in a sweet and savory sauce and cooked over an open flame, this chicken is continuously turned. Huli means turn in Hawaiian, to achieve that perfect char. Roadside vendors, especially along Maui's Hana Highway, serve up some of the best huli huli chicken. On Oahu, Mike's Huli Chicken on the North Shore is a must-visit. Arrive early. Once they sell out, you're out of luck. Craving something warm and comforting? Saimin is Hawaii's answer to ramen, a noodle soup influenced by Chinese, Japanese, and Filipino culinary traditions. A steaming bowl typically features thin noodles swimming in a light yet flavorful broth, topped with green onions, slices of spam, and fish cake. For an authentic experience, head to Shiro's Saimin Haven on Oahu or Hamura Saimin on Kauai, both serving this beloved dish for decades. Even McDonald's in Hawaii offers saimin, a testament to its deep-rooted popularity. Brighten your plate with lomi lomi salmon, a refreshing side dish that complements many Hawaiian meals. This chilled salad combines salted salmon with diced tomatoes, onions, and green onions, resulting in a salsa-like medley that's both tangy and savory. It's a staple at luau's and often accompanies traditional dishes like Kalua pork and poi. The name lomi lomi means to massage in Hawaiian, referring to the traditional hand-mixing method used to prepare this dish. For a portable treat, manapua hits the spot. These fluffy buns, reminiscent of Chinese bao, are filled with savory or sweet fillings such as chasu pork, curry chicken, or black sugar. They're a local favorite for quick snack or light meal. You can find them at convenience stores like 7-Eleven Hawaii or specialty bakeries such as Royal Kitchen on Oahu. Whether you prefer them steamed or baked to a golden brown, manapua is a tasty testament to Hawaii's multicultural culinary landscape. All right, let's switch gears and talk about something that's near and dear to my heart: dessert. Hawaii knows how to do sweets, and whether you've got a full-on sweet tooth or just want something iconic, this list is going to make your taste buds very happy. Let's kick things off with one of Hawaii's most beloved treats, malasadas. These fluffy, sugar-coated Portuguese donuts are crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and downright addictive when they're fresh out of the fryer. If you're on Oahu, Leonard's Bakery is the go-to spot. Yes, there will be a line, but trust me, it moves fast and it's totally worth it. They're open daily from 5:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. And here's an insider tip. They now take phone orders for pickup if you order at least a dozen and give them an hour's notice. If you're exploring the Big Island, Tex Drive-In in Honoka'a is legendary for their pillowy malasadas. And on Oahu's quieter side, Pipeline Bake Shop in Kaimuki is a hidden gem with awesome flavors. They come plain, around $1.70 each, or filled with local favorites like haupia, which is coconut, lilikoi, which is passion fruit, and even custard or chocolate at about $2.10 each. My advice? Grab a few varieties. You'll definitely want more than one. My pro tip: for a no-wait experience, check out the Leonard's Bakery food trucks around Oahu at shopping centers like Wakele, Pearl Ridge, Windward Mall, and Coco Marina. They serve the same amazing malasadas without the big crowds. Next up is a creamy coconutty dream called haupia. It's a traditional Hawaiian dessert that's kind of like a cross between pudding and gelatin. You'll often see it served in square blocks at luau's or on Hawaiian plate lunches. One of the most famous ways to try haupia is in chocolate haupia pie from Ted's Bakery on Oahu's North Shore. Think silky chocolate and coconut layers nestled in a flaky crust. It's as decadent as it sounds. Some breakfast spots get creative and turn haupia into pancake toppings, while shave ice stands drizzle it on for a tropical twist. And if you're a DIY type, haupia is super simple to make at home with just coconut milk, sugar, and cornstarch. My pro tip: love coconut? Look for haupia-filled malasadas, haupia milkshakes, or even haupia-topped cakes while you're island hopping. Now let's talk about the ultimate Hawaiian refreshment, shave ice. And no, it's not a snow cone. Hawaiian shave ice is so soft and fluffy it practically melts in your mouth, and the syrup levels are next level. On Oahu, head to Matsumoto's in Haleiwa, iconic and totally worth the wait. They've been family-owned since 1951 and still serve over 1,000 servings daily with 40-plus flavors. On Maui, Ululani's is a fan favorite with tons of tropical flavors like mango, coconut, and passion fruit. And on Kauai, Wishing Well Shave Ice not only tastes amazing, but has that laid-back surfer town vibe we all love. Want to level it up? Locals love adding azuki beans, mochi balls, or a scoop of ice cream underneath it. And don't forget the snow cap, a drizzle of sweetened condensed milk on top that takes it from to whoa. My pro tip: feeling bold? Ask for lihing powder, a salty, sweet plum flavor sprinkled on top. It's a true local favorite. If you love chewy, rich desserts, butter mochi is going to be your new obsession. It's like if mochi and cake had a delicious baby. Made with sweet rice flour, coconut milk, and butter, it's slightly crispy on top and perfectly chewy inside. You'll find butter mochi in bakeries, local grocery stores, and at farmers markets all over the islands. On Oahu, Liliha Bakery is a local favorite, while Two Ladies Kitchen on the Big Island and Tikamoto Store and Bakery on Maui are known for their legendary mochi treats. Sometimes you'll find fun twists like chocolate, ube, or matcha butter mochi. And if you spot butter mochi topped with haupia, grab it, like immediately. My pro tip: if you love brolondis or chewy desserts, butter mochi is your jam. It pairs perfectly with a cup of Kona coffee for the ultimate island-style treat break. Now that we've covered all these tasty eats, let's talk about what you'll want to sip on while you're soaking up the sun. Hawaii isn't just about the food. The drinks are a whole vibe too, and they're part of the island experience. First up, let's talk coffee, because if you're a coffee lover, Kona coffee is going to blow your mind. It's grown on the slopes of Hualalai and Mauna Loa on the Big Island, where rich volcanic soil and perfect climate conditions create a coffee that's smooth, low in acidity, and full of flavor. Think notes of chocolate, nuttiness, and even a little fruitiness. It's like Hawaii in a cup. If you're on the Big Island, I highly recommend taking a tour at one of the local farms. Greenwell Farms and Mountain Thunder Coffee Plantation are both fantastic. You'll get to walk through orchards, see the roasting process, and of course, sample the freshest brews straight from the source. Not heading to the Big Island? No worries. You can still get a great cup on Oahu or Maui. Stop by Kona Coffee Purveyors in Waikiki. The pastries there are amazing, too. Or Island Vintage Coffee, which has multiple locations and serves 100% Kona. And here's the catch. When buying Kona coffee, always read the label. Kona blend might sound fancy, but it can be as little as 10% Kona beans. You want the real deal? Look for 100% Kona coffee on the label. And my pro tip, want to bring some home? Go for the whole beans instead of ground to keep it fresh longer. And if you fall in love with it like I did, many farms offer subscriptions so you can have Kona coffee delivered right to your door, even after your trip ends. Okay, not a coffee person? No problem. Let's talk about one of the most iconic drinks in Hawaii, POG, which stands for passion, orange, and guava juice. It's fruity, tropical, and tastes just like vacation in a glass. Seriously, one sip and you'll feel like you're on the beach, even if you're just sitting at breakfast. You'll find POG everywhere, from grocery store shelves and 7-Eleven fridges to hotel breakfast buffets. And if you're brunching, ask for a POG mimosa or even a tropical twist on a Mai Tai. My pro tip is Hawaiian Airlines actually serves POG on their flights. So if you're flying with them, be sure to ask when the drink cart rolls by. And if you fall in love with it, grab a bottle from the store and toss it in your hotel fridge for those chill morning sips. And now, the drink you've probably been waiting for. Let's talk about the Mai Tai. This is the Hawaiian cocktail. If you're going to have one adult beverage on your trip, make it a Mai Tai. It's rum-based, tropical, and often includes lime juice, orange liqueur, and orgeat syrup. And depending on where you get it, you might get an extra hint of pineapple or passion fruit. Monkey Pod Kitchen on Maui and Oahu is famous for theirs. It has this dreamy lilikoi foam on top that's tangy and creamy and just chef's kiss. Another great spot is Duke's in Waikiki. There's something magical about sipping a Mai Tai with the sunset and the sound of the waves in the background. If you're heading to Kauai, check out Tahiti Nui in Hanalei. It's got those chill, old-school island vibes. And on the Big Island, Lava Lava Beach Club is right on the sand, and you can sip with your toes in the ocean. My pro tip is always look for a dark rum float. It adds an extra layer of depth and that little kick that makes it extra memorable. And if you love it, try recreating it at home with a bottle of Kohana or Old Lahaina rum. And that wraps up my Hawaii food bucket list. Whether you're craving fresh poke, sweet malasadas, or a refreshing shave ice, Hawaii's food scene is unforgettable. Just remember, some of these iconic spots get busy. Rainbow Drive-In now has 3 locations on Oahu to serve their famous plate lunches. Leonard's has those convenient malasada mobile trucks around the island, and places like Matsumoto's are definitely worth the wait for that perfect shave ice experience. Want even more insider food recommendations? Check out my Hawaii travel guides and itineraries. They include all my favorite places to eat so you can experience Hawaii like a pro. I'll drop links in the show notes. If you loved this episode, please subscribe and leave a review, and share it with other fellow foodies. Mahalo for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Aloha.